Hey everyone, and welcome back for another Warframe build video. Today we're going to look at Octavia, the newest Warframe, and also the music-based Warframe, or as you could say, the Bard Warframe. Now, Octavia has 4 abilities. The first ability we're going to look at here is called Mallet. What this does is it drops down a totem, or mallet, technically, that deals damage in a radial area to enemies around it. Now this is the prime ability, whereas most other Warframes, the first ability is not the biggest one. In this case, for Octavia, Mallet is. Mallet takes incoming damage and deals it back out. So damage multiplies on Octavia's Mallet with enemy levels because of their damage level increasing. Also, it does draw their attention, as you can see here, causing them to want to attack it. Now, Octavia's second ability, which is basically a roller ball called Resonator, does a similar thing to Mallet. It deals damage to enemies around it, but it also rolls around and draws their attention. Now, the difference between this and Mallet is it does kind of a fixed amount of damage, as opposed to Mallet's increasing damage. However, if you throw out Mallet, the Resonator ball will pick up your Mallet and carry it around with it. It also kind of just rolls around wherever there's a concentration of enemies. And I don't know if this is something that's going to be changed later, but currently, using Resonator, enemies kind of follow it, but they don't really attack it or the Mallet. So I don't know if that's something that's just a bug they're going to fix later or not. But your best bet is to do like here, throw down a Mallet and give it time to get energy or damage built up, and then give Resonator a chance to pick it up. Third ability is Metronome. Now this ability actually has 4 different things you can do with it. You can get Cloaking, which is Nocturne. Vivace, which is you get a speed buff where you can your movement speed increases. Opera, which is a multi-shot bonus to your ranged weapons. And Forte, which is a melee damage buff. Okay, so Octavia's 4th ability, Amp, actually creates a large area where the decibel level of the area, meaning how much sound is actually going on, does an it gives an amplifying damage buff for Octavia and allies, and it also doubles the damage and range of any nearby mallets, which means not only yours but your ally Octavia's will get their mallets boosted as well, including their normal damage. So you could throw this down and use it to boost your damage and your teammates' damage, but when you throw down the mallet, it's going to increase its range much further. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to be shot at from further away necessarily, but it means that it will deal its damage back out much further away. So that is a very good way to set up for a camping spot where you can take out a large area with it. Now, for my build, I pretty much have built around a high duration and a mid-level power, strength, and range. Because of the boost from Amp on range, I didn't feel the need to go too far on range with it. Duration is key though, because I want to be able to drop the stuff down and leave it in place and not have to worry about it. Efficiency, you don't have to worry about so much, because as your abilities are active and you are nearby, you will regain energy just from that. Now, it also is affected by the music. This is a music frame. So you go into Appearance and click on Mandicord at the bottom there, like you see, and it lets you build a song. Now, in my case, what I've been running is the Mortal Kombat theme song, and that is because each of the 3 sections that are color-coded correspond to your first 3 abilities. Having a higher active music style like the Mortal Kombat theme allows for more damage ticks from Mallet, as well as gives you a recognizable theme that you can use for timing in with Metronome. For the most part, I really don't use Resonator, just because of that little flaw I mentioned, where it does kind of take their attention, but doesn't have them really shoot at it or shoot at the mallet that it carries, which gives a bit of an issue that it doesn't do very much damage. So unless you have a very high damage output mallet, the Resonator is not going to help very much. And one problem there is also mallet doesn't just constantly pump out the same amount of damage. It's going to pump out that damage it absorbs, but that damage is going to slowly decrease over time. So you're not going to get it up to where it's dealing 20,000 damage per tick, and it stays there. It's going to have to deal 20,000, 20,000, 19,000. It's going to steadily decrease the amount of damage it's outputting. And that's just so I guess you won't be able to sit there with a super high duration and take over, you know, and kill everything and have it there. As long as you have that mallet going, you're fine. But anyway, this was just going to be a quick look today, guys, at Octavia. They don't have any augments out, so we'll do another video later. But I hope you liked the video. I hope you got some ideas for your build and how everything works, and I will see you guys next time.